Good morning, everyone. How are you? Happy Monday morning to you. Oh, wow. Was it a fun weekend for me? I went camping this weekend and it literally poured down rain. So that was fun getting the trailer and the truck out of the mud. But we all survived. And it's amazing what a shower can do for you when you're finished with that mess. But we still had a load of fun. And I love being by a fire. I love connecting with the earth. And it was very fun, very relaxing. Even though we worked a little bit in the trailer and I had internet, just a way for me to keep up. But what'd you do this weekend, Ashley?
Oh, let's see. This weekend we had soccer games and parades and date night. So we did all of those fun kid activities and then took some adult time to ride the motorcycle and get some miles under that belt.
Oh, I love that. I love that you and Eric spend so much time together as a couple, but yet still spend so much time raising your four children.
Yeah,
And it
it's
truly
important.
is, you have to put time into both of them. There's no such thing as balance. You just have to say, okay, I'm committed to doing date night. Okay, I'm committed to spending the day with my kids, right? It's just the
Yep.
way it works.
I heard this really cool song recently, and he said in this song, soulmates aren't found, they're made. And I think that when you take that time to make your soulmate and make that relationship
Yeah.
strong, it'll be as strong as you with the work you put into it.
Same with being a parent.
Yeah,
Same with being
absolutely.
a parent. I agree. Well, we're so glad you're joining us this morning because you are the guru when it comes to getting your business prepared for 2022 taxes with Each Penny Bookkeeping, which is the business that you run. So talk to us about, as business owners in the fourth quarter of 2021, what should we be focusing on now for getting prepared for, end of the year?
So, for getting prepared for the end of the year, there are a couple of things that I personally like to focus on when I'm working with somebody. But as a small business owner, as you're tracking throughout the year, you are working with different contractors that you need to be sending out a 1099 to. And there's a whole new bit of laws that just came in. So, I can't profess exactly what has happened, but because I'm not proficient in it, I'm not going to sit here and try and spin wheels. But for normal businesses, you have contractors that you pay. If you pay them over their $600 per year, they should be giving you a W-9, which you are responsible as a business owner. So making sure, I like to go through the last quarter. I like to check everybody's stuff and see who they've paid up to that point. Make sure that you have a W-9 on file. Make sure that you're organized so that it's easy in January to just knock out those 1099s and get them out on time, because I would hate to see anybody have to not pay their or file their taxes on time and get fines and penalties because of not being prepared previously. So making sure that you have W-9s on file so you can send out 1099s, making sure that you're actually filing those. If you're an employer with employees, making sure that you're doing your 941s on time, that you're getting ready for your 940 at the end of the year, that you're getting those W-2s like looked at and verified that their wages are done correctly. And then working with your accountant or your CPA to make sure that the last quarter that you are putting money into the right places. As a small business owner, there are so many things, and I'm not a financial planner, but you have your SEP accounts, you have different retirement accounts, you have different ways where you can be making sure that anything is a write-off, making sure that you're spending money proficiently in your business to make you look the best it can be, but making sure that you're putting money in the right places so that your tax liability is lessened. So focusing into that in the last quarter, making sure that you're taking advantage of every last thing that you can is really what I like to focus on and tell people that they need to be doing in the last quarter of the year.
Yeah, we need to be keeping more of our own money instead of
Yeah,
giving that money away, wouldn't you say?
absolutely. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So it's a lot when you're going through all of those details. So I want to pick up a few of those that you mentioned. And the one I was thinking about is if you've paid someone over $600 or they work with you regularly and you pay them money, regularly, you need to be requesting those W-9s from them. You need to be sending out W-9s if you have clients that you're working with that pay you on a regular basis or have the links available for them to be able to go on and fill out the information and send it to you. All of that needs to be prepared. And don't wait until January and try and stuff everything into January, I think
Right.
is what I hear you saying.
Yeah. And so one thing that I really like to advise people on, I use HelloSign, there's DocuSign, there's different ways that you can do it, but I have templates set up. And so when I start working with somebody that I know I'm going to have to send a 1099, that's the first thing that I send them. I send them their W-9 they need to fill out. I send out a direct deposit form so that I can send their payments to them that they need to be paid. And then I know that I have a place that it's stored in my HelloSign. I then download it into their contractor file and keep it in my Google Drive. So I have it in a couple of places so that I know at the end of the year when I'm making these 1099s that I have all of their information, and I did it in the moment so that I'm not trying to track down these people, because I could have worked with somebody in February, only used them once, and then it's a year later and I don't know if their phone number changed. I don't know if they changed their email. What if they went out of business? And then, so just making sure that you have that stuff in the moment when you're doing it. So it's the mental checklist of, oh, I don't have to worry about that in January. I already have that information.
Yeah, I agree. That's another key point too, is just to do things in the moment. And that's why bookkeeping is so important for you to do throughout the year as a business owner. And so many women, you and I both know, because I was one of those, that would wait until it was tax time. And then I had to go take everything that I had done all year. And trust me, you'll forget things. So you need to be tracking on a monthly basis your P&L. So that means you need to have QuickBooks downloaded. You need to be doing it on your own. And if you're not going to be proficient and do all of this on your own, it is so worth the investment for someone to find their fees in your books like you do, right? Where we're spending money where we shouldn't be spending money, or we're losing out and we're not investing money where we should be investing money, or it goes on and on and on, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't touch tax law. There's a reason why I don't have any interest in any of that, and why I have, Ashley as my bookkeeper, because I just think it's so important to have someone in your pocket that knows what they're doing so that they can assist me in making sure that my numbers are where they need to be so I can do what I do best, which is make more money.
Right. And that's absolutely true. And I just love something that you were leaning towards is just being proactive. I like to tell everybody to be proactive in your finances, know what's going on, make those decisions in the moment, because when you get to the end of the year and then you're just reactive to what happened, you aren't able to make a plan. You're not able to, it just is what it is. At the December 31st, that bell rings at the end of the year, and there are unless you're in a different fiscal formation for the IRS, you're done. So if you didn't take advantage of all of the tax advantages that there are, you're done. If you didn't, write off expenses that you could have, you're done. And so making sure that you are proactive each month, even if smaller businesses and they're just proactive each quarter and they're just staying on top of it because you're smaller, you're new, whatever's going on, just making sure that you're proactive and you get into a good habit of knowing what's going on is something that I think anybody can benefit from the beginning.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I think it's important to pay taxes as you go along, or pay them quarterly, or at least be putting the money aside somewhere so that when your tax bill comes due, you have the money set aside. And here's the one thing I hear, owners say a lot is, I want to get money back. And it's like, no, you never want to get money back. You never want the IRS to be keeping your money all year and then giving it to you, because they're not going to give you interest on that. What could you have invested that money into if you had it in your pocket and knew what your tax liability was, so that it was even Steven, by the end of the year?
I never want the IRS to be my savings account.
No.
Because they play with my money. But it means nothing to them. It's a drop in the bucket for them. But to me, it could change everything. So making sure that I'm being my savings account, that I would rather at the end of the day get a tax bill than get a refund, because I want to know that I throughout the year kept my money, that I did what I was supposed to. And then, okay, you tell me at the end of the year how much I owe you, because I don't want to be owed. And they were making money off of my money. Like I would rather make money off my money.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want, is the government to make money off of my money. No, thank you. So what are the opportunities that the ladies listening today have They're probably freaking out right now. Like, I don't have W-9s. I don't have 1099s. How do I get all that stuff? I haven't been doing my taxes all year. I haven't been paying. I don't know what my tax liability is. I know you can come in and kind of do a sweep and help people look at what's been happening in their business throughout the year because you did that for me. I mean, that was really how you and I started working when I handed you a big folder of a whole bunch of stuff that I was like, I don't know what to do with all this. But Ashley, I have been tracking on a spreadsheet all year, so it's better than nothing.
An Excel spreadsheet.
Which you're not supposed to be using either, by the way. So help everyone understand, what are the options that they have with you, especially if they just want to pick up the phone and call you to understand, well, Ashley, what do I do?
Yeah, so below is going to be my calendar link. If you ever want to put time on my calendar, and I would love to have just a free consultation, kind of give you a lowdown of what's going on in your books, or I do my business bookkeeping boot camp, and I'm actually doing one October 14th. It's free to all the women in Lead Up. And if you want to know how exactly you should be doing all of your bookkeeping, what are the proficient ways that I can be doing this? What are the right merchant processors or the right laws, or, how do I stay compliant? I'm in my boot camp. It's a 5-hour boot camp, and we go all over everything business bookkeeping. So everybody is more than welcome there. And it's October 14th at 10 a.m. Central Time. And it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a must go to. So I'm going to encourage all of you to attend her business boot camp because you guys really need to understand more about your bookkeeping, especially because we're getting in the last quarter. We're ending the end of the year, and she can come in and, I know Ashley can do a one-time sweep for you and just help you get things organized, or she can get everything organized and you can work with her ongoing, and then you never have to look at it again, which is what I do. Which is what I encourage everyone to do. But again, it's going to be up to what their choices are. So Ashley, thanks for being with us. And what are you most excited about this week?
I am so excited about the turnaround conference. That's what I'm really excited about. I know that you're flying in. There's a lot of great people that are going to be there. I'm super excited to speak there also this week. And I'm just really excited to see how Jean is going to move and teach and do all of that. So I'm super excited for that. I'm really excited to see you. I'm like, oh, I got to get everything ready.
Yeah,
that's what I'm really.
I'm just super excited to come in town. I'm only
flying. You do not want to see my house right now. This yellow wall is very deceiving to what my life feels like right in front of me.
It'll be fine. I'm excited. I'll be speaking at Jean's event on Friday as well. So I will make sure to get a link out there for all of you to be able to get registered for the turnaround conference. If those of you have not registered already, I'll drop that link as well. Or Ashley, you can drop your link if you'd like so that you can have that and they can sign up with your link. So we'll see you guys all there.
Yeah.
All right, Ashley, thanks for joining me this morning. We hope you all have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye-bye now. Bye. Stay safe.